Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 8, Book 74, number 256. Narrated by Anas. When the Prophet married Zainab, the people came and were offered a meal, and then they sat down, after finishing their meals, and started chatting. The Prophet showed as if he wanted to get up, but they did not get up. When he noticed that, he got up, and some of the people also got up and went away, while some others kept on sitting. When the Prophet returned to enter, he found the people still sitting, but then they got up and left. So I told the Prophet of their departure and he came and went in. I intended to go in but the Prophet put a screen between me and him, for Allah revealed, O you who believe! Enter not the Prophet's houses. 33.53. Volume 8, Book 74, number 257. Narrated by Aisha. The wife of the Prophet, Umar bin al-Khattab, used to say to Allah's apostle, "Let your wives be veiled," but he did not do so. The wives of the Prophet used to go out to answer the call of nature at night only at al-Manasi. Once Sauda, the daughter of Zama, went out and she was a tall woman. Umar bin al-Khattab saw her while he was in a gathering and said, "I have recognized you, O Sauda." He, Umar, said so as he was anxious for some divine orders regarding the veil, the veiling of women. So Allah revealed the verse of veiling. Al-Hijab, a complete body cover excluding the eyes. See Hadith number 148, Volume 1. Volume 8, Book 74, number 258. Narrated by Sa'al bin Sa'd. A man peeped through a round hole into the dwelling place of the Prophet, while the Prophet had a madray, an iron comb, with which he was scratching his head. The Prophet said, "Had known you were looking through the hole, I would have pierced your eye with it," i.e., the comb. Verily, the order of taking permission to enter has been enjoined because of that sight, that one should not look unlawfully at the state of others. See Hadith number 807, Volume 7. Volume 8, Book 74, number 259. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. A man peeped into a room of the Prophet. The Prophet stood up, holding an arrowhead. It is as if I am just looking at him, trying to stab the man. Volume 8, Book 74, number 260. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. I have not seen a thing resembling lamam, minor sins, than what Abu Hurairah narrated from the Prophet, who said, Allah has written for Adam's son his share of adultery which he commits inevitably. The adultery of the eyes is the sight, to gaze at a forbidden thing. The adultery of the tongue is the talk, and the inner self wishes and desires, and the private parts testify all this or deny it. Volume 8, Book 74, number 261. Narrated by Anas. Whenever Allah's apostle greeted somebody, he used to greet him 3 times, and if he spoke a sentence, he used to repeat it thrice. Volume 8, Book 74, number 262. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. While I was present in one of the gatherings of the Ansar, Abu Musa came as if he was scared, and said, I asked permission to enter upon Umar 3 times, but I was not given the permission, so I returned. When Umar came to know about it, he said to Abu Musa, "Why did you not enter?" Abu Musa replied, "I asked permission 3 times, and I was not given it, so I returned." For Allah's Apostle said, "If any one of you asks the permission to enter thrice, and the permission is not given, then he should return." Umar said, "By Allah, we will ask Abu Musa to bring witnesses for it." Abu Musa went to a gathering of the Ansar and said, "Did any one of you hear this from the Prophet?" Ubay bin Kabi said, "By Allah, none will go with you but the youngest of the people, as a witness." Abu Sa'id was the youngest of them, so I went with Abu Musa and informed Umar that the Prophet had said so. See Hadith number 277, Volume 3. Volume 8, Book 74, number 263. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. I entered the house, along with Allah's Apostle. There he found milk in a basin. He said, "O Abu, here. Go and call the people of Sufa to me." I went to them and invited them. They came and asked permission to enter, and when it was given, they entered. See Hadith number 459 for details. Volume 8, Book 74, number 264. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. That he passed by a group of boys and greeted them and said, "The Prophet used to do so." Volume 8, Book 74, number 265. Narrated by Abu Hazim. Sa'al said, "We used to feel happy on Fridays." I asked Sa'al, "Why?" He said, "There was an old woman of our acquaintance who used to send somebody to Buda." Ibn Maslama said, "Buda was a garden of date palms at Medina. She used to pull out the silk, a kind of vegetable, from its roots and put it in a cooking pot, adding some powdered barley over it, and cook it. After finishing the Jumu'ah, Friday, prayer, we used to pass by her and greet her, whereupon she would present us with that meal, so we used to feel happy because of that. We used to have neither a midday nap, nor meals, except after the Friday prayer." See Hadith number 60, Volume 2. Volume 8, Book 74, number 266. Narrated by Aisha. Allah's Apostle said, "O Aisha, this is Gabriel sending his greetings to you." I said, "Peace, and Allah's mercy be on him, Gabriel. You see what we do not see." She was addressing Allah's Apostle. Volume 8, Book 74, number 267. Narrated by Jabir. I came to the Prophet in order to consult him regarding my father's debt. When I knocked on the door, he asked, "Who is that?" I replied, "I." He said, I. He repeated it as if he disliked it. Volume 8, Book 74, number 268. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. A man entered the mosque while Allah's Apostle was sitting in one side of the mosque. The man prayed, came, and greeted the Prophet. Allah's Apostle said to him, "Wa alayka salam," returned his greeting. "Go back and pray as you have not prayed properly." The man returned, repeated his prayer, came back and greeted the Prophet. The Prophet said, "Wa alayka salam," returned his greeting. "Go back and pray again as you have not prayed properly." The man said at the second or third time, "O Allah's Apostle, kindly teach me how to pray." The Prophet said, "When you stand for prayer, Perform ablution properly and then face the Qibla and say Takbir, Allahu Akbar, and then recite what you know from the Quran, and then bow with calmness till you feel at ease. Then rise from bowing, till you stand straight, and then prostrate calmly, and remain in prostration, till you feel at ease, and then raise your head, and sit with calmness till you feel at ease and then prostrate with calmness, and remain in prostration, till you feel at ease, and then raise your head, and sit with calmness till you feel at ease in the sitting position, and do likewise in whole of your prayer. And Abu Usama added, till you stand straight. See Hadith number 759. Volume 1. Volume 8, Book 74, number 269. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet said, in the above narration number 268, and then raise your head till you feel at ease while sitting.